Hello and welcome to my channel. I'm Thorns and today I want to do a fast and furious, well, fast as furious as my sleepy content ever gets, update for, well, content and goodies that have arrived and will be arriving in Guild Wars 2 in May. So I will be talking about the new Skyscale mount, the Exordium Legendary, the Mistforge Armour Exotic Breed Mount License boss event starting on the 6th, which is today when I'm recording this, and I've got a gemstone mini showcase as well for you, and a word or three about War Eternal. There are timestamps in the link below so you can jump to the news items you're interested in, and links as well so you can have a deeper dive into the topics covered here. So let us tarry not and jump right into it with the Beatdown. These events start at 10 AM Pacific time, which is 5 PM Greenwich Mean Time, from today the 6th of May to, again, 10 AM Pacific time, 5 PM GMT on the 13th of May. So you have a full week to run all of the content. So what do you get out of this bonanza bonus Beatdown? Well, you get a lot of bonus loot full of goodies and awesomeness just for showing up and having some fun. So there are dungeon events, the Dungeon Dash, Rash and Surge, Fractal event, the Super Fractal, the Fractal, and the Reliquary Fractal. Very exciting. For raids, you have Spree, Training and Nightmare, that sounds terrifying, as well as additional rewards and events for PvP, World v World, jumping puzzles, adventures, guild missions, crafting, whatever your bag, whatever your game mode, Arenanet has got you covered. So jump in and let the loot bags flow. Also, Lion Plaza is a hub for Guild Wars 2 players, guilds, communities, streamers, content creators like me, and I am a member of the Lions Plaza, which will be running this content ad nauseum with different guilds taking the lead at different times in different areas, including my own little guild of news. There are links below to the Lion Plaza Discord, where you will find information about the Beatdown events and a whole host of other events organised by the community. We would love for you to join the family. I will pop links below to a World Boss timer as well for people wanting to farm that content, and to the official post detailing all of the events and activities in the Beatdown in much more detail than here. Onto the Skyscale. With the new installment of Living World, we see the arrival of a new mount. Yay! Now, if you know my channel, you will know that I loves me some Guild Wars 2 mountage, and this fire-breathing mountain scaling puppy has my heart aflutter. Now, from the live stream on the 3rd of May, we discovered that this will be a hovering flying mount. It will hover indefinitely. There are some caveats with a fixed altitude cap, and once you start moving forward, the ceiling of your altitude cap keeps lowering until you can't go up anymore. There is also a dash feature which consumes a resource bar, which gives you a little speed boost forward. One way to renew this flying resource is to touch down on the ground for a moment. But the Skyscale also has a 30-degree pitch upwards function, which you can use in conjunction with the dash forward to give you a little more height. And as mentioned before, this mount can hang off walls and mountains, as well as breathing fire. Now, there are some caveats in respect of this mount, and it will not necessarily replace the bunnies. Bunnies are going to be faster and better for traversing vertically. But it is a very handy mount. It will have its place, but they have been very careful to make sure that it doesn't replace or make trivial any of the other mounts, so rest assured. So let's have a quick talk about the mastery lines for this mount. The mastery lines are Wall Launch, Rift Repair, and Air Rescue. Air Rescue is the first in the mastery lines, and it's just like the Griffin's Soaring Rescue. So you throw yourself off a high place, you press your Skyscale mount button, and poof, puppy rescue immediately. It's very good. Rift Repair. So, added with maps for War Eternal are small rifts, which this skill closes. So, they're dotted about various maps in the game, which you must hunt down and find them. And as the rift closes, it shoots out energy balls, which you follow, and collect. Collecting an energy pool, passing through it, replenishes your flying resource skill, which allows you to continue to follow the ball train until you run out of balls to collect. So once you've collected all the balls from that particular rift, you get a small reward. The devs said it's something about a daily reward for this, and if you are up higher than your altitude cap box, you will slowly descend to the ground again. Its final mastery is wall launch. You've got yourself onto a wall, and you want to use wall launch to replenish that flight resource, which allows you to leap upwards and effectively hop your way up the wall. There are some caveats, there are some tricks and tips, because they don't want it to replace the hopper, but it's a very useful skill to have. Now, to unlock all of these lovely masteries, it will cost you 12 Path of Fire mastery points, as well as 1,879,600 experience to boot to burn through all those lines. The devs did not reveal how we win the devotion of the Skyscale, although there are a few spoilerish moments in the opening discussion about it, nothing earth-shattering, but it might give some hints. If you want to avoid that, or if you want to watch the heck out of that, links below to the live stream where they talk about the Skyscale for you. But Fornax, I hear nobody ask, why are you not talking about the War Eternal story? Story is your bag, right? And my answer is very much so my bag. But whilst War Eternal is the final episode of Season 4's Living World, which I would dearly love to headline the holy tomatoes out of here, because it will be perhaps thunderous and maybe groundbreaking and conceivably wonderful in its conclusion of the story, well, dear hearts, I have no worldly clue whether War Eternal will be any of those things that I dearly hope it is, and happily there's been no news, no leaks, nothing, just glorious silence, and although some will disagree, I am ecstatic about this. After the emotional rollercoaster ride of All or Nothing, links to my breakdown of all the story elements of that episode in the top right hand corner of the screen, if anyone's interested in that. I don't want hints or clickbait or red herrings or false hope. No, I just want to bide my time, get in the game, and experience the story for myself, spoiler free. We face the end of Season 4, which is likely to dictate the direction of Season 5, and perhaps, my friends, there is a whisper of a hope, of a dream, of a new expansion for the Guild Wars universe, and I want to take my time and I want to enjoy it and eke every ounce of fun out of it I can. So, yeah, the Magic 8 Ball says, ask again later. Now, to be sure, there will be content aplenty once War Eternal has launched. Hand on heart, and if you don't want to miss any of my content and breakdowns and lore dives into all the wonderfulness that will be those installments, then do follow me on Twitter, because I make announcements of upcoming content and I share all my content so you'll never miss a video again. A very welcome and overripe bit of news, the introduction of a new Greatsword legendary, Exordium. Heart of Thorns players like me have been waiting, well, quite a bit of time for this. Exordium's name could relate to a portion of the Christian holy text, specifically Hebrews 1-4, the section entitled God's Final Words. Or, an Exordium clause is the first sentence or paragraph in a last will and testament. Okay, slightly worrying, but for being named in such an ominous manner, it is truly a very joyous and wonderful looking bit of art. Will it tempt players away from the vanilla legendary variants of the Greatsword? Ooh, time will tell. Expect to see this legendary in a showcase video in the not too distant future on the channel. More eye candy ahead. Now, I love collecting armor sets, and the Mist armor sets look well worth my time. I hope like the elegant Requiem sets that we get an upgrade ability, but regardless, they look eye candy enough for me to be collecting anyway. Now, there have been a few notable additions to the Black Lion trading post of late, my favourite being the Ritualist gear. My main in Vanilla Guild Wars was a Ritualist, Sunset Spirit Seeker, so this is a lovely bit of nostalgic kit for me. Also, there's the Defiant glass outfit, which is as stunning as the weapons that it's named after. I think you get a lot of bang for your buck with outfits. They're account bound and account wide. Once you unlock them, you can freely apply them and you can dye them. They are not everyone's cup of tea, but as a content creator, it's a brilliant way for me to change up the look of my characters within videos and over different videos without burning through my transmutation charges, which is my personal least favourite resource in the game. Next up, I have a mini showcase of the new exotic breed mount skins for you. Love them or loathe them. This is a new major revenue source for Guild Wars 2, and I am happy they are keeping the gem store cosmetic focused, nowhere near buy to win, which is a big plus. I have purchased 7 of these beauties. They are indeed a credit to the art, rigging and rendering teams who bring them to life. Would I like to see a fancy mount skin, which is unlocked via gameplay? Ooh, yes please. We live in hope. Finally, I want to mention the Requiem story series, which has been updated in recent weeks. These are personal journals. The 2 we have at the moment is Ritlock and Zafira. The journals talk about the story happenings of All or Nothing, as well as reflecting on the lives and journeys of these characters, with Kaith being the last Requiem coming soon-ish. We hope, maybe, perhaps. I have no idea. It'll drop when it drops, but I'll be certainly reading it. Now, there are links below to the written stories on the official website, or you can listen to my narrated versions. Links in the top right-hand corner of the screen for that. I actually don't read both of these. A Ritlock's journal is read by Chaktal, my partner in crime. Do let me know what you think about the narrations. I'd love to get some feedback. Now, there has also been a lot of balancing work for professions in Guild Wars in the past couple of weeks. Links to the official forum post on that. There has been a plethora of content created about it. I have been busy making profession guides over the past 2 or 3 weeks, so yeah, a girl can't do everything. But I think this video is quite long enough already, so I will end the news update here. If you found this video informative and you enjoyed it, please like, share, subscribe, and show some love to Ada, Hain, Molini, Cub, Sir Azu, Christopher Martin, Jolly, Joestar, Dark Griever, and all my wondrous, fantabulous patrons, without whom I would be unable to dedicate the time and resources I do to my content creation. I can never thank them all enough. If you feel inspired and want to jump into Guild Wars 2 to try out all these wonderful, fantastic toys and events and games, please do check out the referral links in the pinned comment and description below. Using any of them directly supports my channel, thanks to Arenanet and their partner program, of whom I am a proud affiliate. Now, I hope you will join me again very soon for more Guild Wars 2 goodness. But until then, as always, thanks for watching.